Hello everyone, I am the Fasting Catholic and I've helped over 100 people implement a fasting routine into their lifestyle for weight loss, and today I'm going to talk about how to fast specifically for fat loss. And I'll give a bonus tip at the end on if you ever reach a plateau and the weight loss slows down or you just stop losing weight altogether. So before we get started, please like and subscribe to help the channel reach more people like you. Let's get started. If you are new to fasting, here are some transformations so you can have confidence in the effectiveness of fasting. If you don't know how to fast, the great thing is it's super simple. All you have to do is not consume any calories for a period of time. So that time frame will be determined by you, and what I recommend is commit to a 16 to 18 hour window at first. It seems challenging, but once you do it, you realize you're eating out of habit most of the time and not because you're actually hungry, which was my problem. And when I first started, I was 217 pounds, and I've now been able to maintain a great weight around like 157 to 165 in that range there. So determining that routine, what you could do is start with a breakfast and a lunch, or a lunch and a dinner, depending on what you prefer and what you're willing to go without. So for example, if you do a 16-hour window, then your first meal is going to be, let's say, at 12 p.m. if you don't care about breakfast. Then your last meal or your second meal will be at or before 8 p.m. Now, if you narrow the window down, all you have to do is just either push your fast a little bit longer past 12, or bring it down below 8 p.m. to, let's say, 6. Let's say 12 to 6, and now it would be an 18-hour window. So it just depends on how long you want to fast. And as you get used to this routine, I recommend pushing yourself to basically narrowing the window down to 1 hour where you're eating one big meal. You decide when you eat that meal throughout the day to fit your lifestyle. So let's say you give yourself an hour window a day, and you decide that the window is going to happen, each day at breakfast, or each day at lunch. Well, the following day you could do it, wherever you want, as long as you just have that one meal. When it comes to fat loss, there's really no need to go beyond a 24-hour fast or one meal a day, which would be more like a 23-hour fast because you're going to give yourself that hour window. You're going to get the results just through that alone, through eating that one meal. Now, when you're doing these fasts and you get to these 24-hour fasts, it's very important to consume electrolytes, sodium, and potassium. I like to use liquid IVs because it has a little flavor. Don't worry about the 5 to 10 calories. I don't care what people say. It's not going to ruin your fast when it comes to weight loss. Now, if you're going to be going after coffee that's really high in sugar and everything, then yes, I would say to stay away from any sugar drinks or anything that's going to be, beyond 10 to 15 calories. Just the electrolyte packets, I would, recommend staying away from. Everything else outside of that while you're fasting. When you do your eating, within your eating window, I would just consume calories that are from food, and I would stay away from any sugar drinks, anything that has any calories in it that you're going to drink. Okay, so for the bonus tip, when it comes to plateaus, usually that comes around the last 10 to 15 pounds. So when it comes to weight loss, we need to be in a calorie deficit. Even though fasting is great, it doesn't matter if we end up consuming 5,000 calories in a day, we're still not going to lose weight. So we need to be aware of the calories that we consume when it comes to those last few pounds that we got to lose, because there's times where the weight loss will slow down, or we don't see any weight coming off week to week. So I just recommend downloading MyFitnessPal, getting an idea of how much you're consuming each meal. I wouldn't get too crazy with weighing the food out or being too strict in everything when it comes to the food you're eating. I would just get an idea of what I'm consuming, so that way when I do reach that point where either the weight loss slows down or I'm not losing any weight at all, I have a good idea of what foods are high calorie, what foods are a little bit leaner, and then I can start cutting back once I reach that point. But the great thing is you're going to see a lot of good results in weight loss just from the fasting alone, just from eating that one meal or the 2 meals that you decide, whatever fasting routine you decide. And then when you get to that point, you already have this really good habit of fasting. And then you don't really have to worry about creating that habit, to where now you can then implement tracking your food and really having an idea of what is high calories and what to stay away from, and maybe what other foods to incorporate to make you feel more satisfied and full. That way you can reach your goal and get that last 10 to 15 pounds off. So I hope this helps, guys. It was a little bit longer video, but it's definitely great information, especially if you're considering fasting and you need to lose some weight or any fat loss. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and put any questions you have in the comments, and I'll be making more videos like this in the future. Thank you.